President Express. It was no wonder that the Chicago Union train station was known as the crossroads of the nation. With rows and rows of busy tracks, it was large enough to hold 10 football fields. Tuck and Billy Holden pressed their faces against the window as their train chugged into the grand station. They couldn't believe their eyes. Compared to the dusty little station in their California hometown, this looked like a palace. A porter stuck his head in the door of Tuck and Billy's compartment. "If you're planning to get out, make it quick," he said. "We leave for New York in exactly 18 minutes. "I don't think we should leave the train," Billy said to Tuck. "This station is so big, we may never find our way back." "Stick with me," said Tuck. "I could find my way back from the moon." Billy loved the way Tuck was always so sure of everything. He had taken good care of them since they set out on their journey 2 days before. With nothing more than his usual confidence, he had gotten them all the way across the country to Chicago. Now they were only 19 hours from New York, where they hoped to surprise their parents at the World's Fair. Tuck, Billy, and Chief wandered around the bustling Chicago station. People ran to catch trains while others bought spicy sausages from a hot dog cart. There was even a magician to entertain the waiting passengers. "Where are you kids from?" asked the magician as he pulled the Queen of Hearts from a woman's ear. "A small town in California," answered Tuck. "If it's such a small town," said the magician, "I don't suppose there are many folks who can do this." He waved a wand over his top hat and pulled out a rabbit. Everyone in the crowd applauded, everyone, that is, but Chief. When Chief saw the rabbit, he shot out of Billy's arms and bounded over to the magician. His tail wagged so hard that if it had been a propeller, he would have taken off into the air. "What's with your dog?" yelled the magician. "He just wants to play," said Billy. "He likes rabbits." Unfortunately, the rabbit didn't feel the same way about Chief. Faster than you could say abracadabra, the rabbit leaped from the magician's hands and dashed across the station. Chief took off after it. Everyone else took off after Chief. Around the station they all ran, through the restaurant, under the ticket counter, across the waiting rooms, up and down the grand concourse, and into the barber shop. The rabbit hopped over a bald man in the barber chair and jumped into a drawer filled with combs and brushes. Chief followed right behind. The magician burst into the barber shop screaming, "Don't hurt my rabbit!" Chief didn't. In fact, he licked the little rabbit smack on the nose. Everyone laughed, even the magician. The loudspeaker crackled and a voice announced, "Train 409 for New York departing on track 4. Tuck and Billy had been so busy trying to catch Chief that they hadn't noticed the time. "Oh no!" Tuck turned to Billy. "That's us!" They grabbed Chief and bolted for the train. When they got to track 4, their train was already pulling out. Tuck and Billy raced along the platform, but they could not catch up. They watched as the train sped off into the distance. Billy started to cry. Tuck put his arm around his sister. "Don't be sad," he said. "I'll think of something."